Yo, it's Joe and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be continuing Exandria Unlimited, or Exandria Unlimited, I keep saying it wrong, Calamity. I'll be taking notes, stay tuned to the end for my thoughts. And let's see what this bad boy's about, guys. Last time we left, we went on a break and it's going to get crazy. I already know it.
If you think that anything other than Dutch Oven and Wesley Snipes got said moments before rolling, then you're not correct.
And you'll never know. You'll never know.
We return
The heart of Avalier.
the heart of Avalier, the center of the Meridian Labyrinth. Massive crystal engine. The center of the levitational corona, equidistant from all of the major spell engines.
This is going to be
Laren
insane,
and
dude.
Loquacious. Vroom. You appear here having teleported from combat.
Uh-huh.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you were going straight to the heart, correct? Or were you going to one of the Eldritch batteries?
Battery.
Okay. Both of you arrive at this nearby Eldritch battery. I will say that your mere presence here, having just come from pitched combat, you arrive. Each of you may feel free to mark down a spell slot somewhere in the middle of your spell slot range and absolutely take care of the pack of Calamity viciously attacking the Eldritch battery here.
Oh, shit. Wait, so he's saying to just pick a spell out of your, like, mid-range and just take him out? So he's letting them just do it? Or is he going to make them roll for it?
Okay.
I wouldn't think he would just hand them
you
that, would
arrive
he?
and are able to fully defend this Eldritch battery here. We don't need to run it. These
okay,
attacks you can
okay.
see do not pack the same power as the one you were just facing above in Dawn's Ledge. Your
Yeah,
mere
well, I
presence
mean,
here and spending on the spell slot.
Like Krisha
beat
was,
them with
you know,
fairy
helping
fire,
him
guys.
out with that. What'd he say?
I just beat them with fairy fire, guys.
What is fairy
Fairy
fire?
fired them, and their heads exploded.
Damn.
What's in that?
Is that what that spell does? Makes your head explode?
Good glitter.
That you have permanently saved this one here with that time. We are going to roll for the other Eldritch batteries.
Okay, all right. So he gave him one. He was like, "I'll give y'all one. One battery safe."
The city has 12. You've just protected one, so one of yours is going to be an automatic success.
Fantastic.
I want to go around and have everybody roll. The difficulty of the roll is 20, but you are adding your highest. You are adding basically a plus 14 to the roll. So on a 6 or higher, you successfully save the battery.
Okay,
The
all right,
bad
all right,
thing
all right.
is if we have 2 batteries go in a row. That's the bad situation.
Ooh, this is interesting.
We
Okay.
each are rolling for a battery, and if 2 of us mess up, then they're the bad people.
But it's only, it's got to be a 6 or lower, which should be easy.
We should all be able to roll a 6.
Let me be very clear. If you break one of my batteries, Abria, will slap you. We're at a table. I can reach you.
I'm just farming out some dice rolling.
That's
because I'm gonna
crazy.
Roll 12 times in a row behind the screen.
That's all.
Or 11 times in a row, I should say.
Then you get that. So we each roll twice?
Everybody rolls twice, but we'll go around and announce them.
boy.
Lou, do you want to roll twice for me?
Ooh,
Just need a
this is
6 or higher on
fun.
both.
This is fun. I like this. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Let's go.
Don't you dare fuck this up for me.
You gotta get a dice gel ready, just in case.
To throw up.
2 15s.
All right. We're good.
At the same time, with my red dice. A 17 and a 5.
Okay.
5 is one below. One Eldritch battery is taken down.
Oh no.
Understand the assignment?
Ruined a battery.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's my turn.
It's not the
It is your turn.
Let's just scooch a little bit from.
11 and 14.
Okay. All right.
I'd say that's kind of
Yo, wouldn't it be ironic if it was a Bria? Wouldn't it be ironic if it was a Bria who
Sam, if
fucked
you
up with the
can roll
dice?
2 for me.
natural 20.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Ooh. Nah, he has to, bro. He has to. Come on, honor that, bro. That's 2. Honor that.
I will give you guys, with those 2 natural 20s, I will give one person remaining a re-roll on one of their dice.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's
Can
fair.
it go back?
One of them is still messed
roll
up,
once.
but
What has been rolled cannot be.
19.
Incredible.
wow.
Go ahead and roll 2 dice.
Well, we only, yeah.
Come on, Travis, don't be that guy.
That's an 8
Okay.
and a 16.
All right, we made it.
Amazing.
We made it. Let's go.
So,
Statistically unlikely.
quite unlikely.
Yes, if you want to.
I'll excuse myself. Thank you so much for your. Thank you. Wow. For my. Yeah.
Yo, Sam came in clutch. Let's go.
Yes, yes.
It's okay, Marisha. We straight. It's all good.
So, one of the Eldritch batteries has been attacked and successfully overtaken, but later repelled. So as you are looking at your gear, your equipment, you can see that one of the 12 has gone offline.
Okay. It's not as bad as it could be. We're still at 11 of 12.
So we can still land? Is that what we're worried about here, or are you worried about your thing?
I'm worried about the whole thing. The whole.
I'm worried about all of it,
This is
brother, but at least it's a good
My
sign.
life's work.
Again, your life's work is landing the city, or this other thing that you've done?
This battery. Oh. Do you have questions about the lay? Right.
What is the plan here? You've been working on this thing for years?
Yeah.
To do what? To send the whole city elsewhere?
To be able to travel interplanar with the same ease that we're able to move across Exandria.
But who will... You would have to have everyone in the city agree to this.
I wouldn't do it without letting people know. I just want it to be an option.
Yeah,
I would be excited. You could go back to the Fey Realm. We could go anywhere.
Don't let her manipulate you, brother. Stick
like
to your
it
guns.
here. We have everything we need here. It's
Right, make your
prosperous
feelings
and-
known.
safe, and, well, it was, till today. It just seems so single-minded and... I don't know.
A little selfish, maybe?
They'll know that you've been working on this for years, in secret. How will you maintain your reputation? You'll be vilified and pilloried for this. You've been using city resources for this for years.
Improve the city, to do something that no other flying city will even be able to approach doing in 120 years.
I would just like to take a moment to say that everybody, every one of these characters is vastly successful in whatever field or career that they're taking up, right? But it's very clear that neither of them are saints. A little bit of blood, at least, is on all of their hands, so to speak, both figuratively and literally. I can't speak, but you get my point. So I don't think that it's necessarily fair. Like, I'm saying that I agree that Loquacious should voice his feelings and let his feelings be known. And it definitely is selfish, like he's got a point. But at the same time, what about the people that have basically been under some sort of, I don't know, been dealt a bad deal, or whose lives have been made worse, or people that they've had to step on and push below them so that they could all climb up? Because I'm pretty sure, like I said, everybody here has gotten to the position that they've gotten to by at least doing a little bit of shady shit. Just a little bit. I think everybody here has, because based on their personalities, I feel like they're the types of people to be like, yeah, I did something shady, but hey, it's because I'm strong and they're weak, so shit happens. Like, that's what I think, but who really knows? We'll see. I just want to say that real quick.
I think it's amazing, but I don't think the 300-year-old people who run this city will be very kind to someone who went behind their back.
They'll understand.
I don't think they will. I've covered stories and stories about wizards who took one step in the wrong direction and were ostracized or worse. And I've done everything I can to make sure that none of us ever get caught in that sort of crossfire. This is a big exposure for you, although now who knows if it even matters.
So he's saying, ooh, Loquacious is saying, hey, listen, I've used the influence that I have to make sure that shit like this doesn't affect us. And by us, I mean you and I. You and I meaning like him and Laren. But if she does this, not even he can save her from the backlash that she will receive. So he's still looking out for her. He still has her best interest at heart. But we all knew this, right? They play hard to get. They play like, you know, they're dickheads to each other. And of course they're going to want to bother each other a little bit because they do have a little bit of that disdain for each other. But deep down in their hearts, they do still want what's best for one another. It's very clear to me. So he's obviously worried about Laren, and he doesn't want her to receive the backlash that she'll receive, because who knows what that could be, her being ostracized or banished. That could be her getting killed. You know what I mean? Obviously, the higher ups here are pretty fucking shady, so I think he's worried about that.
Matters. We can fix this. We can still land and replenish and have hours left.
Something's telling me
apogee
you can't.
is over. We can fix
Something's
this.
telling me your
It's going
time's
be
about
okay.
to
And
run out.
I know. I don't sleep. I meditate for a couple hours a day. So when I say this is all I've thought about for a decade of my life.
I know that is true. It's all that you ever thought about. It's why you missed events. It's why you missed the Maggies. The Evalier Mage Awards that I was
Bro, I knew exactly what that was. Bro called it the Maggies.
You missed the Maggies. The Evalier Mage Awards that I was given.
Look at Lou's like, come
one
on.
for my
Everybody
work
was like, what the fuck?
on-
Travis, Lewis, Lou, Marisha.
on
Brennan's
on
trying not to
exposing,
laugh. Brennan's like,
And I'm proud of you for
yeah,
that.
well, you didn't show up to watch me give my speech, did you? You were just
It's fucked
hard
up.
at work. And then when
bro got a
when
whole
eventually
Maggie
did come
for his
home,
accomplishments, and
you
you
were like,
ain't
what
even.
is this thing in the kitchen? And I was like, that's my award. Okay. It just didn't.
We don't do this
Hold
for
on,
acclaim.
hold
You
on.
like
I got you. Hold on. I'm about to tell you what that award was called right now. Hold on. Where's it at? Where is he, man? Oh, come on. Where did I put it? The fucking guy with the statue. I'm not finding his name here. But the guy that's got the big statue at the place that they were at, the guy who fucking Paisha's ancestor. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah. Whatever his name is, that's what the trophy's called. Never mind. I was gonna try to tell you what the name was, but I don't know, so it doesn't matter.
like the attention. I sit under the
You know how like the Grammy is
never
called like
seen daylight
an
for days at
Oscar
a
or
time,
something like that for
keeping
the
city afloat.
Oscars.
And you're really gonna blame me for not caring about the dumb things we do to appease the idiots that walk across the city?
This is
that
the type of shit
can't
I'm saying.
Think about what could be.
I can't worry about these dumb
Just what
motherfuckers. They're
is.
weak. I got shit to do. All right,
Sorry for
I'm
the
making
ways in
moves.
which I
If
failed
if,
you
if they
specifically.
if
I
they ain't
never
fucking strong enough or
wanted to
smart
hurt
enough
you
to stay out of my way, then that's a them
in any
problem.
of this.
I knew that was gonna be the attitude.
But if you think I'm a bad person...
I don't think you're a bad person. I don't want you to get hurt. And I feel like you've put yourself in a position where even I can't protect you.
I don't need protecting. I am the protector of the heart of Avalier and of the city, and it's gonna be fine.
I hope
We just have to get through a
so.
couple more hours. Thank you for coming with me.
Thanks for bringing me.
Oh,
I guess we won't probably be alone for a while, so... You look really nice today.
oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'd like
Let's
a
keep it.
check from you if I can get it.
Let's keep it PG, all right?
29.
As
Damn.
you say,
Damn.
you see reports coming in from Callum. He's at the downed Eldritch battery, the one battery that was, it was in a neighborhood called Okun, which has like a little bit less protection in it because it's an older neighborhood. There were a lot of like temples and stuff there. The Lost Cathedral was there, places like that. It just got overwhelmed and taken down. He reports that in addition to...
I don't think I put down who Callum
actually,
was.
I'll just say Callum's mask lights up at this moment. And he says, Architect Arcane, I am sorry if I am...
You're fine. Go ahead.
The city's defenses, the Chancellor's Guard, the various automata and spell glyphs were able to repel most of this assault. Chancellor's Guard has been alerted right now. We know that there are malcontents within the city's perimeter, but we've lost 1 of 12. The rest are defended. That accounts for a little over 8% of the city's energy that we've lost. The battery was also defaced. The people who attacked these horrifying, mutilated men, there's some writing here that I'm unable to read.
They put runes on that bitch? Is it
Show me. What is
infernal?
He sort of gives you something. What languages do you speak?
Let's look, because I don't know. Draconic, Elvish, and Marquesian.
Ooh, what
You know,
the
it's not
fuck is Marquesian, eh?
Draconic.
But I will put that down on my notes, so... Laren speaks Draconic, Elvish, and Marquesian. Okay. Good to know. But no
Elvish,
infernal,
and
huh?
Marquesian.
You know it's not any of those.
Yeah.
There are some names. I think on this high Arcana check, you recognize the script as primordial, which is, these are infernal, rune-covered people. So that's a bit of a confusing thing. You see, Callum says, "If you wish, I have ritually prepared a deciphering of scripts. I can try to."
Please do.
Those are
I'll
two
send you the
different.
message as
So
soon as I have a
primordials,
chance
what
to,
would they normally
decipher it.
write in?
You do the math in your
If
head.
not
by the way.
infernal.
You lost 8% of the city's energy earlier tonight with the test for the layrite. You've lost another 8% right now. 25% of the city's energy is necessary for the Drashari tithe. 50% is necessary for for what you wanted to accomplish. Another 20% is spoken for, which was going to, at the beginning of this morning, leave 5% of the city's energy behind for the replenishment.
does that mean?
Short the tithe. We need to make up the energy.
Callum looks at you and says, "My lady, I will do as I am ordered, but does the Septarian or
If this goes badly, you were just following my orders."
Oh man, yo, she really don't care, bro. She like, man, fuck what happens to me. I'm trying to do something
no chief
big.
artificer has ever under-delivered on the... Very well. We've lost 16%, and that can be made up by shorting the tithe.
What does that mean? Short the tide.
Thank you, my lady.
What is the tide? Do we know about this? Is this just something I'm forgetting? I don't think I have it in my
Shorting
notes
the
anywhere.
tithe.
You know how I feel about the Drashari.
But they'll certainly find out.
Was that part of the contract? Hold on. Fucking. Where's this? Where's the text? I'm trying to look through my notes real quick. And we'll soon be done. Nope. Yeah, so what was the tide? Because I don't want to take too much time. Too much time away from this, even though I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much. Not really seeing much here, as far as the tithe goes. So, remind me if they don't say this in a couple seconds what the tithe is.
And what will they do?
I don't know.
A bunch of addled mystics on the ground don't understand. It will be fine.
How? How will it be fine? What are you hoping to accomplish with this?
You won't live to see this happen again. So I'm going to get it right. This apogee. I need 50% of the energy that we've stored in the last 7 years.
At least do this smartly. Say that it was someone else. Find someone to blame. I can put out a report that your underling went rogue.
You see what I'm saying? With shady shit to protect themselves or their own. You see what I'm saying?
Why not?
This is my choice.
They all shady. They're capable of doing some real shady shit.
History is not true, all right? History is whatever people decide to put out.
Hey, well, listen.
Into the public.
She ain't trying to make history. She trying to make her story. Her story. Bad joke for the day.
They might never know that you exist.
If I have another one, I'm definitely gonna say it. But for now,
unless someone
we'll
like
rock
me
with that.
tells them. And I can't if you're going against everything that the city stands for.
They don't know it yet, but this is what the city stands for.
That's what you stand for, don't? Hey,
we took the top of
I'm pretty sure if you talk to the people in the city, they're gonna be like,
"It's always about reaching.
Cut that shit out. We need that power."
And it's scary.
The fuck?
And we have to break rules to do it. But if it works, it will be worth it. It has to be worth it. I'm sorry. I've come too far.
Don't be sorry. Be careful.
You've always wanted this.
Hey man, she trying to do big things. Everything else is collateral damage when she's so close.
To do as much as I can and to leave my mark.
I expect nothing less. I mean, come on, guys. Like the energy that Laren put forth, that she always puts forth. It's clear. This is quite clear that this is her attitude towards it. I mean, I know that Loquacious is like, damn, like trying to like talk her out of it, this, that, and the third, but he knows. He's been married to her. He knows her better than anyone. He He knows she ain't gonna be talked out of this.
A mark of shame?
It won't be. If it works, it won't be.
If it works. But if it doesn't work though.
All right. I'll when will others find out about this?
When we land, everything that goes into the replenishment fires. We just need to land. And all will be well.
Sure.
It's going to work.
Sure.
Right.
Because it has to work, right?
I'll make
Talk
sure
about
no one
putting all your
reports on
eggs
anything
in
until
one
then.
basket. She putting all the
You're
batteries
gonna
in
need
one
to start talking
basket.
to people right away. These batteries were attacked all over the city, and if this needs to be quiet for 12 hours, you have people to speak to.
Sure. I'll just go about starting to reach out and sending little pneumatic tubes with messages all over the place.
Damn.
I want you to give me an insight check and a deception check.
Wow. Oh, for like,
Insight
yeah, I see.
team.
So that the people go
Deception
along with
a
what
million.
he's telling them to do.
So, I was asking you to roll an insight and a deception into yourself.
Ooh, that's mean. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, the poetry.
Ooh, that shit got meta real quick. That got real. I didn't know this was a therapy session.
You are much better at... You are a man of many faces, and I'd love to know how Loquacious hides from how deep his love is for this person as these messages make their way across the city, because you and I both know it's not the first time that you have protected the person for whom you care.
I knew it. I knew it. See, I knew it. I knew it. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's clear they've done shady shit like this before. He's known her for so long. Like, obviously he knows how she's gonna react, so he knows what he has to do. And based on her energy that we've seen this whole time and just how her character is portrayed, it seems pretty damn clear to me that this ain't the first time. Like I said, they've done shit in the past that's been fucked up to get there. I like, duh. Especially with how arrogant all of them are, duh. And with the way she was talking, she proved it. Whatever the fuck else happens, that's collateral. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't know what they're talking about. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make history or horstory. Her story, Jesus. But I'm gonna do that. And it's gonna work because, of course, it's gonna work because it's me. I'm doing it. And they're gonna love me. Or continue to love me, and my praises are gonna be, my abilities and everything are gonna continue to be praised. It is what it is. It's what I do. So, like I said, with an attitude like that, I knew, it is no surprise that she's been like that in the past. This isn't something that just pops up out of nowhere that she acts like that.
In everyone that I speak to, I don't mention Leyren's name. And who do we know? Who's a good scapegoat?
Bolo, bro. Or Bolo.
I'll say that
Bro, imagine.
that Dean Hollow has caused a disturbance, but we can't report on it yet because we have to run it up.
I mean, he's not lying.
Channels which have been disrupted by various closures of prophecy and various vacancies of positions, and we just need time to formulate things. But I don't mention the Architect Arcane at all. And I also instruct any of my underlings who know where I am or who I am with to keep it hush-hush, or they will be immediately terminated.
And that don't just mean career-wise or job-wise, huh?
Command.
You gonna be permanently
Bending
silenced,
powerful
huh?
institutions to your will.
But especially, I don't play about my lady, even though she's not my lady. But I don't play about her though.
The inner
Obviously,
truth of what you are trying to do.
act crazy. See what happens. I'ma act crazier.
There are
Just
a lot
see.
of stories in Exandria.
I mess with it, Loquacious. I mess with it.
Mortals who stumbled their way into the Feywild and fell in love with an enchanting fairy that they met there. But there's one story of a fairy who stumbled into this world and fell in love.
Hold on.
Mortals.
Hold on. Run that whole thing back.
Hush-hush.
The language of command, of bending powerful institutions to your will. Many masks cover the inner truth of what you are trying to do in this moment. There are a lot of stories in Exandria of mortals who stumbled their way into the Feywild and fell in love with an enchanting fairy that they met there. But there's one story of a fairy who stumbled into this world and fell in love.
Yo, this dude, yo, bars, bro. Brendan is crazy. Let's go.
I'm also going to, if I can, if there's time or if I have the equipment needed, or if I can get somewhere, I'd like to record a message.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a message to be played upon my disappearance or death or something.
Oh, and it's gonna be for the layering.
Where I talk about a great evil that reared its head on the day of our landing, and the powerful forces that tried to keep it quiet, but one voice was strong enough to see through and tell the truth and expose the lies, and that was Laren.
Fire.
I stood
Let's
in
go.
her way and wouldn't let the truth come out.
Yo,
I was afraid that it would.
bro, so he's still trying to take the fall for her still? That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, be right back. For $1, you could have seen this early and gotten these other perks too. So become a member for just $1. It's worth it. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, man, that boy went crazy for it. He said, even when this is all said and done, you're still gonna be remembered as a hero. He went crazy for that's right. I like that. Hell yeah, that was a great idea, by the way.
Worry the citizens too much and submit my resignation as the herald of Avalier.
Damn.
I don't release that. It's just it's on a crystal somewhere.
Avalier's greatest reporter, who dedicated his life in the service of the truth, knows the importance of a good lie. And you preserve this story.
Run that back.
His greatest. Avalier's greatest reporter, who dedicated his life in the service of the truth, knows the importance of a good lie. And
yo, Brennan is
preserve
just
this story.
Yeah.
That is very dear
Yeah.
to you and Crystal.
yeah. That's crazy,
Here we
man.
Move back to Dawn's Ledge. And
It's good, doesn't it?
My legend.
we return. In the moments following that combat, the mages lie dead. Xerxes, as you turn your attention back to the ground to counter that spell, by the time you look back, the Arrhenius, who had wounded you, Zartaza, she is shadow on the wind. She's gone.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, so much for that.
You are here, and the fireworks subside. In a few moments after that, as you stand, you survey the perimeter. Once again, on your sending stone, Captain Sashara Drake comes over and says, "First night, we have secured all but one of the batteries. I'm getting reports in that everything appears to be safe for the moment. We do not know these individuals. There were some fiends with them, but the guard was able to repel them. We had stores of silver weaponry in case. And do you know who these men were? Who the mutilated, the
We're still gathering evidence. I need you to do your part to make sure that you have your people on those sites, gathering any evidence that they can, any notes. I want them to be able to recall anything that any of these individuals have said. Most likely it's going to be in a language they may not understand, so we need to really rely on anything that they can to recall this.
We'll copy it script perfect and get whatever we can to you if it's in a language you don't recognize. They did come with artificer's tools.
Perfect.
Oh, you got
just keep me
tools for
posted on
that? That's
status.
dope.
We'll do first night.
Swooping back down with Tempest back to the party that's still here.
You arrive, Nidus. You are sitting on a swirling vortex of memories that you lanced out of the mind of this mage before killing him.
Bro's just trying to go through it. He's sifting through it. Y'all ever seen Sherlock? Y'all ever seen, the Mind Palace? That's what he's doing. You ever seen Avengers Infinity War? With Doctor Strange that's what he's doing.
Ask. Also, this is your
That's crazy because now that I'm thinking about it, that's both played by the same actor.
this is your first time upon reconvening from the trip to the Herald's Tome, to the Hall of Prophecy, and to the Magisterium. So you are all gathered. At least one of you who was on each of those missions is here. You land. You have these memories you are holding on to. You were able to glean a tremendous amount, but you're holding it in your mind, right?
That sounds rough. That
What
sounds
do
like
you
a
do
lot.
as you gather here on the street?
Telepathic bond is still on.
Yes.
I'm gonna immediately check in with the two that have left just to make sure that they're okay. I just need to hear your voice to make sure you're fine.
Yes, Did you die when we left? Or everyone okay?
Everyone's okay on this end. We'll come back together. We're trying to sort out the aftermath. We'll keep you in the loop.
Real quick, can I see the stars?
You look up and can see the stars as the fireworks fade.
Great. Nidus is just going to be... I've extracted memories from one of the assailants. There is a lot, and I think it will take me a minute once I start to process them. Is there anything we need to discuss?
Do you mind if I store these and record your memories?
Of course.
Oh, that's fire.
I pull around my orb and kind of expand,
that
almost
orb
looking
is
a
so
little bit like a silver
good.
screen, like a projector.
This is.
Yeah, that orb is like
Trying to
a
pull his
multi-tool,
memories
bro.
and hold it on the screen.
I'm going to say, Paisha and Nidus, you pull a reel of memories into this orb. This is your entire specialization, the minds of the people of Avalier. And you pull all those memories in there. It's the memories of a very troubled, like insomnia-addled mage. But your orb is powerful enough that you may be able to spot things in this person's memory that even he was not.
Oh,
but
now
it
that's
will be
dope.
sort of up to the dice, essentially.
Kind of just do a little bit of like some cantrip shit. And I don't want to, I don't want to spend a slot.
Cantrips.
But kind of using almost like a calm emotions type of thing to just try and get him to just think purely and calmly.
You are, much like the psychometric chamber earlier, you're essentially recreating the mind of a now dead man in your orb. Powerful magics of the Age of Arcanum. It's going to take you guys a minute to go through all this.
All right.
And I think as the orb begins to glow, you begin to see much. You begin to see much. While that's happening, Saret and Xerxes, is there anything you guys are doing that you'd be able to do immediately, because this is going to take a minute?
Those were fiends.
They were.
A demon. You spoke their language.
Get his ass. We on him.
You, when they were gathering on you, you spoke the same guttural, incomprehensible language.
I don't recall that at all. I told them to stand down.
How is that possible? How could you speak a language you don't know?
Insight.
Let's go.
Come on.
Oh.
24.
Okay.
All right.
Your ring is not glowing.
Oh, shit.
No, yeah, seems pretty honest.
I mean,
Were we there?
he technically didn't lie. He said that he told them to stand down. He didn't say that he didn't know the language. He said that he just told them to stand down.
hear it as well?
Yeah, you all heard it.
Whatever you may say, Xerxes, we heard you speak their language.
Would I know that it, like, even if I don't speak Infernal, after having the runes and kind of, would I know that that's Infernal when he was speaking?
The language, yeah, you'd recognize it by sound.
The Hall of Prophecy. Did you learn anything?
Yes.
That's what happened.
The oracles there, who of course aim to touch the divine, have been going mad. Their heads filled with false prophecy and lies.
Yeah, I feel like they were all there
False
for that, but no, not
prophecies.
really. Yeah, because they all went to different
Different
areas.
By the chief diviner.
False as in.
Babble, nonsense,
So they think.
things that cannot be true.
Insight check.
Thank you.
Insight check on Nidus.
Deception.
people anymore?
What is happening here?
I don't know.
We can't turn against
I'll get to
each
why in
other,
a second.
guys.
22.
20.
22 and 20.
Damn.
Because he saw what the prophet saw, right?
You are
Or the oracle saw.
you're a man who studies the delineation between when someone is being honest and when someone is telling a lie. And you've been doing this for a long time. There are areas off of that scale that are always the most alarming to you. Because sometimes people say something that they know is not true, and sometimes they say something that they believe is. But there are things that people say that they don't relate to as being true or false. They relate to as being something deeper. And on a 22, you see Nidus saying it's gibberish, and it's not a statement, it's a plea.
Got it. False prophecy. Loquacious and I went to the Herald's Tome. We found files on Vespin Chloris. Many of these people were involved in speaking about the tree having, what was it? The City of Crows bears the name of trees. They knew about the battery.
The arboreal calyx.
Yes, very same.
I want you to give me an insight check, and I want you to give me deception.
What?
Who's giving a what?
I want you to give me an insight check, and I want you to give me deception.
Oh, shit. Okay.
What?
19.
20.
Nidus, however you are holding on to what you heard in the Hall of Prophecy, I think you see Saret see into you. And however that leaves you feeling, you are seen in this moment by him.
I think the fact that he doesn't press me on it, and that he allows me to continue to hold on to my plea, makes me want to honestly emboldens me to hold on to it tighter.
The stars are still in the sky. The stars are still in the sky.
Yeah, there's a respect between these stations.
They have not left us yet.
There is one other thing. When Loquacious was in the Herald's Tome and pulling these files, these crystals, there was a section, forgive me, on Evandrin that was entirely empty.
Hey. Like son, like father, I guess, right? That's crazy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Somebody trying to erase.
There's so much that we don't understand and pieces that are not fitting together.
There is.
You said you saw him in your dream.
I did. Saw him in my dream. He approached the tree that was growing out of the hand of the betrayer god. The tree's blossoms blew on a breeze towards him, and that caused him to vomit and retch in a way that I think I just saw these fiends do in the middle of our confrontation just now. And I know, we know everything is related, but we just do not have all the missing pieces yet.
I would ask Laren if she was here, but she's not.
But she's here.
I'll ask it
Laren,
anyway.
not now.
Do you know if Evandrin ever had access to the battery, to the tree?
Do I know that?
Do you know?
I don't.
He never spoke about it, never mused about it, never wondered, said anything you would recall?
I didn't know that that tree was there. I know that he had business to take care of as the first knight. He has tasks and missions that I was not always aware of, but I don't know anything about an encounter that he may have had with that tree.
If he would have known anything about Evandrin's possible involvement with that tree, I think it's safe to assume that he would have done something about it by now, especially considering his position as the first knight. But yeah, it's quite clear he didn't know anything, but it's also quite clear that there are other things going on behind the scenes with him that we don't know about. We kind of know about it, but to what extent, you know? To what extent, really?
I believe you.
You said there, like his name was stricken. Like it was stolen or erased.
His name was stricken?
It was the name of the reporter was Elena Tuveris.
That's right.
The woman that Loquacious said he fired. Elena Tuveris was her name, and she had a name in her file of crystals, Evandrin Altera. Now, lots of reporters would have...
Did I ever put down his full name? I think this is the first time we're hearing it, right? Xerxes. I'm not seeing Evandrin here in my notes. There's no way I could have gone that long without his name. Alright, so whatever. So we'll put Evandrin out. How's it spelled?
A file of crystals, Evandrin
Altera.
Altera. Now, lots of reporters would have a file for Evandrin Altera. He was the first knight for 2.5 years. Having something in a file with a name on it in Saret's mind, it's the thing that's unusual about it is it would be like seeing a grocery list that said milk, eggs, bread, nothing else.
Yeah. Somebody's hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. We have so little time to figure out what is happening.
Xerxes. What if he's not dead?
That's what I've been trying to tell y'all, bro. That's what I've been trying to
Could it be
say.
something else?
That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. That's
would
what I've been
that
trying to
possibly
say.
be?
You asked to not remember, and I obliged.
What?
What are you talking about?
What?
We've been friends for decades.
Bro, what is happening? Hold on.
Been around for a long time, and I don't know if I've ever seen a desperation quite like yours when you came to me. You remember coming to me?
I do. I remember coming to you, but I remember that we agreed not to talk about that.
Do you want to talk about it? Is it relevant now?
I was desperate for help. Vandrin was dying, so I came to ask for help
what?
to see if there was a cure. I was convinced that this
I'm
place
only
had a cure.
bringing it up because it seems relevant.
First of all. Okay, so Revelation, he came to her about help regarding Evandria, number 1. Number 2, she seems pretty shaken up about this, and we don't necessarily see that in her character. So this is interesting.
I didn't know who else to go to. He was slipping away from me, and I knew that somewhere in the scrolls and the information that you had, there had to have been something that you had access to that could have helped him, but we found nothing.
No, we found something.
Oh, shit.
But it's old. It was old magic. Ancient, druidic, primordial.
Was I right? Oh, was I right? Hold on.
Barriers between life and death with the old god. We knew it was a gamble. With the ascension of the Matron of Ravens, and I gave no guarantee it would work. I told you it didn't work, that we found nothing, that it was impossible.
I apologize. But I must ask, what exactly did you attempt?
It is my duty and my purview to keep.
Nah, you can't. Nah. You can't just give us like, look, I'm gonna give you some information. Just kidding. It's my job not to give you too much info. No, you don't. Not with something like that.
My duty and my purview to keep what knowledge is exposed and spread.
Okay. You already started spreading this, so...
And what knowledge is not. And I hold that title very dear and sacred.
But
I hold that title. I am the one who holds the key. So, I found a ritual that is considered forbidden by those who make rules. But
what was it?
New owner over the past century or so.
What?
The risk. But it didn't fail in a way that was anticipated. It didn't fail in a way that
felt like the snuff of arcanum when you're blowing out a candle. It was as if the candle suddenly it never existed.
Wait,
Is this in the group chat?
what is this in the group chat? Wait, so was he straight up erased? Just wait, I'm so confused. Okay, all right.
I came to you and I asked you for help, and then we decided to do this. And you're saying it
Kind of worked, whatever it
I've never done
was.
anything like that before. I didn't know what to expect, and I still don't know what exactly happened.
but it worked.
I don't know.
Aisha,
Yes.
you've never locked anything away without keeping a hold of the key in case you needed it again. If you wish to return Xerxes' memory to him, you may.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
what? She took his memory away?
Oh no, is this in the group chat? Are our microphones on?
We're all,
Did we mute our Zoom?
we're all just hanging out.
Yeah, yeah. Aren't you guys having like a cute divorce moment?
Shut up! What are you doing Friday night?
There's a lot of truths that need to be revealed and a lot of people holding secrets, and I think that we all need to be together and just put everything on the table. We have to do it quickly.
The illumination is your choice, but
I want to know. I want to know why I don't know. Was it your decision?
Bro, she knew this.
yours.
She knew this the whole time. Hey, bro, what?
Now is the time. The city is under attack.
The city's under attack.
and this whole time I'm also still like holding my globe, siphoning, like doing. We're at 98%.
Multitask.
Yeah, multitasking.
You gotta
If
do
you
it.
wish to be together, Laren has just as much of a right to this knowledge as you do.
I'm gonna get into the group chat. Laren, we need to come together immediately. There's some information about Evandrin that is about to be shared that I wasn't aware of that I think you should probably hear. It's all gonna help us understand what our next move is. It's another part of the connective tissue about all of this. We all have to come together
Bro,
immediately.
that's the chop. Let's go get together because I need to know. I need to know what this
Make
is.
an insight check. Does he know?
No.
Give me an insight check.
No, everybody out here. Does he know? Clearly, he does not.
Dirty 20.
He doesn't know.
Okay. And I want to go and
I'm gonna say you guys reconvene. Do you want to reconvene back in the street corner? Do you go back to Gallimore?
Should we go down towards the core?
yeah, you can come down here.
Bro, hold on. What?
Underground.
What was so crazy that he was like, nah, it ain't gonna do me any good to know this. You know what this is reminding me of, bro? Okay. I'm gonna get into my anime talk now, right? There's this character in an anime called Bleach. The fuck was his name? Alright. He was like a main guy, one of the main villains in an arc. So there's this guy who meets up with the main protagonist, and he's very strong, and he says that he's going to team up with the main protagonist to take out this group of bad guys that are basically trying to kill him, right? The main bad guy that they're both teaming up against has a sword whose ability is when it cuts you, when it slices you, he can literally place himself into your memory at any point, and he can make it so that he's your brother, best friend, whatever, and it's literally like that's just who he is now to you. And you have this memory, you have all the memories are as potent as any other real memory you have is, right? So he has the ability to basically rewrite your memory in a way, right? Homeboy cuts the guy that came to the main protagonist, right? He slices him, right? He slices him. Come to find out that the guy who came to the main protagonist is actually the real bad guy. And he had the dude with the sword that takes away your memory slice him because he needed to make it so that he believed in just like his heart of hearts that the guy, like, I guess rewrote his memory as being like the biggest villain. I don't know how he rewrote his memory to be like the biggest villain to this guy. But he needed that because if he didn't do that, he feels like he wouldn't have been able to act the part properly and get the main protagonist cornered. It's all of a roundabout way of saying, like, it reminds me of that, of somebody who, for malicious reasons that we don't know, appears to be an ally. But what if he gets his memories back and it's a complete 180? He knows all of these, he knows the language of the main bad guys, and he works with this betrayer god and all this other stuff. What if he may be like a double agent when he gets his memories back, and he's like just under like the betrayer god or something, and like, you know how like the patron the Ravens girl, I don't know, the matron of Ravens, you know how she has Pervon? Like, wouldn't it be crazy if like Xerxes all this time was that for the horned one, you know? I know that it's like a shot in the dark, but like things like this happen. I've seen stuff like this in stories, and it's always a complete game changer. I don't know if that's what's happening here, but it's a big possibility, and I'm just throwing it out there. If you haven't seen Bleach, watch Bleach. Very good anime.
You head underground into the Meridian Labyrinth. You go down there. Captain Drake has taken all of her guards. She's fanning out over the city.
Okay.
Like, right now it's being kept quiet. There's still revelers. You can still hear the music coming from Excelsior Plaza. But some people know that battery went down. That neighborhood is losing power. It's in the bottle for a second, but maybe the time is coming fast. You gather in the Meridian Labyrinth. You're in a long hallway. It is a triangular hallway, like a flat floor, and then sides that come in, runes all along, coursing electricity, ether going through cables of copper and glass. You convene.
Can I pitch you on something very cheeky and stupid?
Yeah, do it.
You mentioned the little battery on my hip that grabbed that ether when I successfully counterspelled. Can I try to give that to Quay when he's not looking and give him a spell slot back?
Yeah, you can do that. That spell slot, will say, you could also put into the etheric net itself if every drop counts, unless you want Quay to have it.
Looks like that.
None of this matters if he doesn't make it.
Damn.
You slip it into his pocket. Before they arrive, Callum gets back to you. My lady, we had a difficulty deciphering the words until we realized that they were not words. The writing in Primordial was our names. I don't know of what, but they're proper nouns. Raushan and Kamort.
Okay,
Yeah, I've definitely heard Raushan before. I feel like I have Raushan. I don't know, Raishan maybe? Maybe I'm thinking about Raishan.
Okay, those don't mean anything to me, but thank you.
You all convene. As you convene together,
all right,
the orb
let's figure
is ready,
this out.
but there
Let's
is
figure
this
this
to
out.
contend with as well.
Let's figure this out. Come on.
You have the ability, as you reconvene in this hall, this sort of antechamber, fly. Pesha, you may return this memory whenever you wish.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
Because I don't think
Just about
anybody's
this memory.
ready.
It's about a number of things that we need to all put on the table. I want us all to speak the truth plainly. We're the Ring of Brass, and they use that name to mock us. But we know what that really means. And I believe some of them actually do as well. The time is not for secrets anymore. I cast Zone of Truth.
What is that?
And
Anyone who wishes may resist, or you may...
I choose to fail. Please, friends. You choose to fail. I choose to fail my own Zone of Truth. It's not the time.
Roll a natural 20.
Will
You
people
resist.
know if you fail, or
Yes.
if you attempt to fight it?
They will. You will know if
I'll know if they fail.
You'll know if they fail.
What's the DC?
What's that?
What's the DC?
The DC is...
I believe 18.
It's 18. Charisma,
Damn.
18.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Charisma?
Yes.
I just want to see.
Saving throw?
That's poetic. Natural 1.
Damn.
A little shook.
Pesha fails. Son of Truth, Son of Truth. You failed. Success. What did Nidus get?
Nidus will fail.
Nidus will fail.
I rolled a 30.
Do I know who resisted and who chose to fail?
Well, if you know who failed, it seems like you would know who didn't.
Yes, I would know who didn't.
So let me just double check here.
I'm just curious if I know.
You know
who
what? Yeah, you know
resisted.
whether each creature succeeds or fails. So you know that they have succeeded, which is information in and of itself because you know people can submit to the spell. Yeah.
The zone persists. What are you hiding?
I do not like being compelled.
I'm not. You're not being compelled. You're being.
No, that's what the spell
Xerxes,
is.
the city is under attack. Right? I understand your desire for clarity, but we need to be working together. And if people would like to withhold certain personal information, that should be all right. I apologize that this is not a moment in which we can all be forthright, but there is business that needs to be done. And I apologize that it cannot be handled in a manner that you enjoy.
I mean, that's facts. It is what it is, dog.
Stops. And looks at Nidus. You're my oldest friend.
And you are mine.
And I owe you a great deal, and I don't think I ever recall you speaking to me in this tone.
No.
If it means that much to you for me to let this go, then I will. And let's move forward then together.
We are here.
We are here.
Do whatever you need to do.
No, but it's not do whatever you need to do because she resisted.
You move forward, the zone standing. Your friend's words cut, but I think carry more value than gold because you know that your friend speaks. And I will say, without having to roll, that you know that your friend's failure was intentional. And he wished you to know that he spoke the truth. Pesha.
That's enough for me. Okay.
Let's go.
Another experiment was happening
Come on, dog.
all of these years. One of my own. If the matron of ravens can do it, so can't we all. And I snap, and you see a little string of white wisp come from my orb. It wraps around Pesha's finger. She delivers it back, and you can see it go into Xerxes' temple.
Reflected in Pesha's orb, such that all can see. for Xerxes you see in your mind where this memory first came. A night of desperation. You didn't go to Patia when the time was there only to save Evandrin. When he finally vanished, when his body disappeared, would you have stopped at death? No.
I wouldn't have ever stopped.
And you didn't. You didn't stop after death. You went to Patia and asked for magic that could bring someone back.
Oh, shit.
That night, you offered everything you had. You offered whatever it would take to bring him back. You know that Patia did every step of that ritual perfectly. Candles in a dark sanctum, a spell of true resurrection, powerful enough that not even a fraction of the body would be needed. The name alone would carry from death to life.
What kind of a spell is this, bro?
The candles did not even flutter.
So question. Okay, this is a thing. They said it's forbidden, obviously, right? But I mean, shit. If someone who's not the matron of ravens can possibly perform a ritual like this, that is pretty damn strong for someone who's not the matron of ravens. So they are pretty damn strong. But from what I understand, the matron has the ultimate say in this. But that's still crazy.
Were spoken, and nothing happened.
Like, this isn't gonna happen without her knowing, is it?
And you had to admit that you had done everything you could, and that was too much for you to bear. Because I failed.
You didn't fail. It was one of the few moments that the Ring of Brass could not determine her own fate. And I do not accept that.
Patia, normally, I would ask for some kind of roll, an arcana check, something of that nature. I don't ask for it when players stone cold guess. What's the simplest explanation for why a resurrection would fail?
They're somewhere else.
Because they're not dead. The voice you heard speaking to you with pride, it was Evandrin.
Hey, listen, bro. I was right. Okay. That's great. So then what the... So he's either at another plane or has turned into some sort of like a god or something like that. Maybe Xerxes isn't the one that's right under the horned one. Maybe it's Evandrin. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. But obviously, my point still stands. He never died. He never died. He's somewhere, chilling somewhere.
Just as the matron's name has been stricken throughout all of recorded history. If you're saying the same holds true for Evandrin, perhaps we didn't fail. It worked.
Where is he then?
I don't know, but we might be able to find him.
Oh yeah, well, how we gonna do this?
See?
No, I can't explain it. Break it down.
I did everything right.
Don't say.
No,
Don't tell them.
please, please.
I don't know what happened.
Layren, give me a chance. Please.
Sorry. He agreed to it, and he's a friend. And the first night, he agreed to go.
To go.
When we were trying to jump, I did everything perfectly. I was perfect, and it worked. And then he came back. And something went wrong. I don't know what happened.
You sent Evandrin.
I had to try.
Where did you send him? You sent him to where you want us to go?
Bro, let's go. Let's go.
I wanted us to be able to go anywhere. I started with the celestial plane.
Let's go.
That's where he is?
He came back. He came back and he was fine until he wasn't.
You anchored his soul.
There are very few things in this world I don't know.
He's in the in-between, dog. He's in the upside down. Huh? But he's still
Sickness
Gucci.
on
Gucci
the mortal
gang.
form, it doesn't matter anymore.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident, right?
What are you talking about? What do you mean it doesn't matter? He's not mortal, or I'm not sure.
We separated his consciousness, his pure essence, his
Bro,
being.
he's in the upside down, bro.
You did that.
I didn't do that.
You did that, and you now recognize that that's why what we tried didn't work.
That's exactly what I think.
It's the tree. The tree of names. If that vision you saw was true,
I think it is.
then the calyx is the reason it didn't work. And the calyx is the reason it's pulling power. Those druids are keeping this magic from happening, from being perfected. It was perfect. It was supposed to work.
Not
They're
necessarily.
interfering. And they're trying to draw magic away.
To keep us.
To stop us.
You think he's in the tree?
I want to go to this tree. I want to go to that calyx.
Well, perhaps we'll have a choice. And at this point, I once again throw my sphere and it kind of poof, pops up an even bigger little projector screen in front of all of us. And I start playing back Nidus's memories that he stole.
All of you.
Okay, all right. We gotta stop this part here. That was my reaction to the latter part of episode 3 of Exandria Unlimited Calamity. If you made it this far, please leave a like, maybe even subscribe. And if you're a subscriber and you want to see stuff like this early for just $1 a month, it's mainly a way to support me. But if you want to see stuff like this early, get other perks, whatever, like I said, great way to support me, just $1 a month. Become a channel member. You won't regret it. Anyways, I'm about to get into my thoughts. Here we go. Bro, we had some revelations this episode, huh? First of all, your boy was basically right, okay? Which is great. Love to see it. You love to see it. I love when my little theories, like when I'm actually paying attention to something or doing my best to pay attention to something, and I'm right because I pay attention. It just makes me it makes me happy that the attention that I'm investing is working, you know. I feel vindicated in a way. But nonetheless, this is just a crazy episode just filled with just information bombs after information after information. So is him going to this other plane in a way, it can't necessarily be erasing him, right? Because the only reason I say that is because the files on him are gone, right? That has to be either due to Laren or Loquacious. And I'm assuming it's Loquacious because Loquacious is their herald, right? So maybe he had those things removed so that Laren, it could never get found out and it could never be traced back to Laren, and Laren would never get in trouble. Maybe there are debts or whatever to other people as well that he might owe, that it would be in his best interest to also get those files or papers or whatever on Evandrin out of sight, out of mind. Get those things lost, if you get what I mean. So very interesting. That's what I'm thinking. That's why we don't see the things, because obviously, as we've seen from the things that both of them have said, both Laren and Loquacious still care about each other deeply and will literally do anything to make sure that they're both okay. But yeah, so Xerxes had his memory erased. Like I said, it would be crazy if he was like some sort of like double agent or something, or once he gets all of his memories back, like maybe that's not all of his memories, But at this point, I also could see it being all of his memories because they're in the truth thing. So if she was hiding anything more, they would know, and she rolled a natural 1. So what can she hide really? But who knows? I obviously there's things about each other that they don't know, like about each other. So I wouldn't be surprised. But man, this was just a roller coaster of an episode, man. Those names, Raushan and Kamort. The second one doesn't sound familiar, but the first one does, and I'm thinking it's probably because I'm thinking of Raishan. That might be why they think it's familiar as well, but I don't know for sure. Man, just a crazy episode, dude. Just to see how far Laren and Loquacious will go for each other, and Nidus and Xerxes being best friends, and what's crazy is that Xerxes didn't come to Nidus for this help. He came to Patia. If they're such good friends, why didn't he come to Nidus? Do you think that Nidus would have said, "Nah, bro, you're tripping. I'm not letting you do this"? Who knows? But bro, yeah, man, this crazy. This crazy. Patia knew all along. Crazy. Laren knew all. Honestly, wait a minute. Patia, Laren, and Loquacious knew. The only ones that didn't really know were Sharon and Nidus by the looks of it. That's crazy, bro. Like I said, secrets, man, secrets. And everybody's doing some slimy things to each other and underhanded things. Will it all come to light by the time that the Calamity arrives? Who knows? Only time's gonna tell. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything that I missed, anything that flew over my head that you think I should know about, please let me know. Other than that, yeah, man. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Stay safe. Share this bad boy around if you've been liking my reactions so far. It helps. Anyways, man, I'm gonna get on out of here. This was a doozy, man. This was crazy. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.